Both the JavaScript and the CSS example that we show in the previous slides are written inline, and that means it's inside the HTML code. And there's another way that you can separate them into a separate file. So on the example on the left, it is inline because it's inside the HTML code, and they are in the same file. And on the right hand side, this is two separate files, and one is with the HTML code, and on the bottom, this is a separate physical file that's downloaded from web server. So both JavaScript and CSS can be written inline with HTML, or it can be separated as an external file. So how many files were downloaded from a web server to your browser in this case? So on the left hand side, there are two files being downloaded. One is the HTML files, another file is the picture file. And then on the right hand side, there will be three files: the HTML code file, and the style sheets, and the picture file. So total files downloaded will be 3. When the web browser downloads files from web server, if it is a style sheet, the file extension will be .css, and for JavaScript, the file extension will be .js. And what's the reason for having another way of writing the JavaScript or the style sheets? From this chart, you can see that all these web pages are sharing the same JavaScript and style sheets. So it is easier to manage in a way that if you update one file, it will apply all the web page in this website. Another benefit is that once it's loaded, the browser has the ability to cache that file so that it doesn't need to go request from the web server again. And that's very efficient. And that gives you a faster loading subsequent page. Another benefit for the web developer is that you can use the same file to be used in another web project, another website. So it's very useful to have a physically separate file. However, there's one disadvantage of using external file like this. Since it could be cached by the browser, why if you change something inside the style sheet to reflect a new let's say a new element on the page, when that happens, the browser still interprets the whole page with the old style sheet, and it couldn't be reloaded. So the new style sheet with the same file name didn't get updated. There are two ways to remedy the problem. One is to use another name for the file. You can say style sheet 2. Another way is to give a version information and make it unique so that the browser will refresh the cache and then reload the new style sheet from the web server.